Hello everyone. So today's design is a very interesting one because I wanted to design a poster for some of my favorite cars and some of my favorite bikes. And I thought I would start with my favorite muscle car of all time, which is Mustang Mark 1, which came out in 1969. And right now I'm trying to find a good inspiration for my poster. I wanted to have a bit of a minimalist and vintage look to the poster. And right now, I'm trying to find a different picture that would fit my design. And I kept finding different pictures, but none of them was in the exact angle that I wanted. And eventually I landed on one picture, which is this one. So I'm just gonna download it and put it on Photoshop to start working on it. Now I'm trying to get a cutout of the vehicle, which was very difficult because uh, I think the picture was too bright for it to make a good contrast between the background and the actual vehicle. And this took me about 20 minutes to get it right. Now here's another issue that I encountered, which was that I had made a cutout, but the cutout itself was not transporting back to the actual canvas that I wanted to work in. And eventually, what I did was I just inverted my selection, yeah, as I'm doing right now, and then made a cutout of the background. And eventually, that led me to import the actual cutout to my canvas. I wanted this poster and especially this car to have a bit of a worn out and uh, very flat type of look to it. So I'm just gonna try and mess with the curves and levels and hues and saturation to achieve that look. And I achieved it slightly more than I had hoped for. Not to the exact level that I wanted, but it was very close enough. It was way more closer than I had hoped for. Now I'm trying to find a good font for the actual text, and I learned about this font, Kick, Cable Black, or I don't know how to pronounce it, and tried that on, but unfortunately it didn't look very good. So uh, this then I had to try and find another good font for it. As you will see in a minute that when I will stretch it out, it's not gonna look that good because I wanted it to have a very bold look to it that would look good when I do the kerning, which will smush the letters together. But unfortunately, that did not work for this font. So I'm gonna scratch it in a minute, but right now I'm just trying to get the alignment of the image and the text to match with each other. And as you can see right here, this does not look the way I wanted it to look. It looks very odd. So now I'm just gonna try and find a different font to work with. And finally, I went with this one. I think it's called Anton. And this, while not exactly the best one, it was still good enough to work with. And I also wanted the actual model number, actual model name, Mark 1, to be superimposed on top of the Mustang text. And unfortunately, that whatever I tried, whichever font I chose for it, it did not work as well as I had hoped, as you will see in a bit. Now, as you can see, the text itself is getting washed out. It's not very readable. So I'm still trying to find a good like calligraphic type of font that would work with it, but it took me about 10 minutes to realize that it will my actual plan for the design, which were to superimpose the Mark 1 text on top of Mustang, would not work. I'm trying different position for it, and almost nothing works in my opinion here. Now, at the moment, I abandoned the Mark 1 text, and I'm just trying to give a bit of that dynamic to the car to make it seem like it has some depth. I tried to do it with a drop shadow, and that didn't work. So I just made a copy of the image, flipped it upside down, and uh, changed the color overlay to black, and that's how I achieved this little shadow. But it was still too uh, flat, so I made a Gaussian blur to make it look like an actual shadow. Here I tried this different experiment where I wanted to see what it would look like if I inverted the colors. I always try to do this because I want to know what type of different situation this would work in. But eventually that did not work good, so I just reverted back to the original colors, and I changed the background to this sort of uh, yellow orange mix, sort of a old paper type of look. And now I'm trying to give a bit of depth to the actual text in the background, and I played around with the drop shadow, and I was really glad with how it turned out actually. Now I'm trying this like block of color here because I wanted to see what like different composition that I could work with. I'm not sure what my plan was uh, at the moment, but I just wanted to see. And while it did look good as just the color, but I just didn't it didn't work well. Now I thought it would be kind of fun to just write the actual date of the car and mark one. So that's what I'm doing right now. I wrote this date, and this is a design inspiration that I got from different Pinterest design, where there would be one text in the corner and the other text in the other corner. So I was actually really surprised with how well it turned out and how well it looked. So really proud of that one actually. And now I just realized that the alignment of my text with the car were not right again, so I tried to fix that again. After that was done, I tried to play around with the car again to make it look even more vintage. And now that I think about it, this actually looks pretty good. This would be a cool design, but that's not what I wanted at the moment. So I just tried to do some other things. I played around with the blending modes, and that didn't work. But then I realized that I hadn't played around with the color fill yet. So I'm gonna do that in a bit actually. And right now I also realized that all the effect that I had on it, the 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 clipping mask on the actual effect was not working, and that I fixed that as well, and I did the color fill as well to make it look like an old poster. And yeah, this is basically how I go with my designs. I kind of go back and forth and back and forth to try and figure out what works. And now I'm trying to find some other text that would be in a normal vintage poster, and none of that worked with the design that I wanted. So yeah, as you can see, the color fill actually enhances the effect even more. When I couldn't find any inspiration, I just tried to find the actual ad for the car that I was making the poster for. But uh, that gave me an idea that I'm gonna try right now, which is I wanted to write the specifications of the car in like a little corner as like information for the car. So right now I'm trying to find a exact specification for the exact car that I am making the poster for. Now, unfortunately, when I pasted that onto the text, this is what happened. If anybody in the comment know how to fix this, let me know. But I actually just tried to I removed all of that and tried to write all of them one by one. That also didn't work because it just didn't look good. The spacings between the different text was kind of weird. So I actually completely abandoned this idea as well, actually. Now, I thought it would be neat to just get rid of all of that, but only have the actual speed of the car at the bottom, but only just like speed in the bottom looked kind of weird. So I decided that instead of that, I would just write a tagline for the car. And I couldn't think of a tagline on my own. So I actually just use Google for it. I'm just gonna type here Mustang tagline, and I got a really good one called Untamed Fury, which I thought was very cool. So I wrote it on the bottom of the image. Unfortunately, I couldn't film it because my filming software stopped my filming. So right now I'm just trying different blending modes, and I found this unfortunately by complete accident, this blending mode which made it look like a cool red poster. So I decided to make three different versions of this poster. One was this red one was a very vintage look, and one was more with like a slight imposed color burn in the corner. So I made three different versions of it. You will see at the end. Now I'm trying a different texture on top, which will work as my vintage version. And now here are all the three posters. Tell me which one do you like the most, and which one do you not like that much. And like and subscribe and share this video as much as possible if you can. And yeah, goodbye.